Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a beauty haul for you guys and I have quite a bit to share with you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right in. Things from Ulta, MAC, Birchbox, Elf. I have one thing from Tarte and I think a purchase from Target as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna start with Elf because it's sitting right in the middle of everything. And yeah, that's probably the most products that I have is Elf. So the first thing I purchased is the lip exfoliator. My lips have taken a beating this winter, or this past winter. They were dry, they were cracked, they were just horrible. I mean, they would almost like peel, they were so bad. So I'm really excited to give this a try. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I picked that up. To kind of keep with the lip trend, I picked up two of their moisturizing lipsticks. They were out of the colors that I originally wanted, so I kind of had to settle for this for second best. I picked up a really vampy color, which probably won't get a lot of use of now, but it's in the shade Wine Tour. It looks like a really pretty purple wine color, so I'm excited to even just try it because it's probably a little too dark to wear now that it's spring. And the next color I picked up is Red Carpet. It looks like a really true blue red, and I don't normally purchase reds for myself. I don't have many reds in my collection, so I went ahead and purchased it. Anything moisturizing for the lips just kind of grabs my attention. So I went ahead and bought these two, and if I like them, I'll definitely be picking up more soon. I picked up a couple of eye products. I picked up two of their shadow eyelid primer. These are just the $1 eyeshadow primers. I really like these to wear on an everyday basis. Not necessarily for when I do eyeshadow looks. I wear these more for like my oily eyelids. They're not too bad now, I've noticed. But I do like to wear this and then just set it with my powder over it because I don't wear eyeshadow every day. So I like these just for an everyday wear type of product. They're only $1 and they work pretty well. As far as over or under eyeshadows, it's not my favorite primer, but it's not awful either, so it's just okay. And two other eye products. I bought the high definition under eye setting powder. It's just a translucent powder, but I definitely wanted to give it a try. I've heard it's really good. And my eyeshadow, not my eyeshadow, my concealer just kind of creased on me like crazy. So I wanted to try that. Now the only concealer that doesn't crease on me that bad is the MAC Pro Longwear. That's really the only concealer that isn't that bad on me. And then I also purchased the eye brightener. It's also an under eye setting powder, and I've heard this is a dupe for the Bare Minerals Well Rested. This is in the shade Buff. So it's kind of a more yellow undertoned brightener. So I'm really excited to try this actually. So yeah, we'll see how this works on me. Also picked up two of their mineral blushes. I picked up the colors Wanderlust and Cabana. Wanderlust is more of a mauve-y color, purple mauve. It's really pretty. It doesn't look it doesn't look like it has any shimmer. It looks matte, maybe even a satin finish, but it looks really pretty. These blushes are definitely my go-to. They are just beautiful. I love more of a rosy kind of mauve-y blush. But I did go ahead and pick up a coral. This is really pretty. It looks orange on camera, but it's a pinky coral. This is Cabana. This looks like it has some shimmer to it, but it is really pretty. I don't really gravitate towards orange blushes. I feel like they don't look very good on me, so I always go for the rosy mauve-y kind of blushes. But these are the two blushes that I got. I definitely wanted to get, you know, kind of a corally and then something rosy. So those are those. They're really pretty, and I haven't even swatched them, so let's see how these work. I picked up the small tapered brush. I still have these in the packaging. Maybe I should have taken them out. That's what that looks like. It's small and it's tapered. I picked it up to use with the undry setting powders. I think, yeah, I think it would fit perfectly under my eyes. So that's what I picked this for. And I believe the day that I bought everything was like 50% off, and then I got free shipping, so really it was a no-brainer. Elf has some really good things. I haven't purchased anything from Elf in a long time, but even though they're already really inexpensive, I would wait until they had a sale, because why not save money? I mean, if you can, why not? And then I've got the small stipple brush. I have the large stipple brush from them, and I really like it. And I picked this up to kind of use for highlight. This one I got is just a regular eyeshadow C brush. It's just the regular eyeshadow brush. You can't ever have too many of these because I hate washing my brushes over and over and over. So I got another one of those to have so that I won't have to be washing my brushes all the time. And moving on from Tarte, I saw on Instagram that, I'm not sure who or what or how this sale was going on. I just remember I saw it and I went and bought it right away. You could buy, I think it was for like a few days only, a Tarte foundation for 50% off. And I have the Tarte 24-hour or 12-hour Amazonian Clay liquid foundation. And it's not my favorite. It's not the worst foundation, but it doesn't work well for me. It's really cakey. It's super thick. It really sits onto my fine lines, especially my laugh lines. It just kind of sinks into them and defines them so much, and then it really kind of brings out my pores, and oh, I hate it. I really like using it with other foundations. I like to mix it with other foundations. That's the only way I have found that it works for me, because I hate returning a foundation. I absolutely hate it. If I can make it work some way or another, I will. Unless I can't, then I'll definitely return it. I'm not wasting my money. But I wanted to try, and I've always wanted to try a powder. Well, I used to, before I tried liquid foundations, I was all about powder foundations. But this one is a more of a loose powder foundation. So I really wanted to try it. It's the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. And I got mine in the shade Light Neutral. My other Tarte foundation is in Light Sand, I believe. And it's really, really yellow. I do have more yellow undertone to me than pink, but I'm also pretty neutral. So I figured this would work for me. This is for light skin with yellow and pink. So we'll see how it works. I didn't buy the brush that goes with it, but that's what the packaging looks like. It's really cute. I love it. And it has like a little sifter in it. It's covered, but I'm really excited to try this. I want something that's a little bit more lighter and more, kind of, light and not as thick feeling for summertime. So I'm excited to try this. And it came with a free sample, and the sample was a foundation brush, and it's just a regular foundation brush. I like these for applying masks, so I'll save this for that. So that's that. And then moving on to MAC. I went to MAC just to pick up a concealer, and I ended up really liking a blush, so I purchased the blush as well. But I was out of my Pro Longwear concealer, so I went ahead and repurchased, because this is my all-time favorite holy grail concealer of all time. I mean, it's my favorite concealer. I cannot pick another for my under eye area. This is definitely it for my under eyes. I have super dark circles, and this is the only thing that doesn't bring them out that much. And I do use an orange or a salmon concealer underneath, but this is my favorite concealer. I don't wear this on an everyday basis because it's expensive, but I do really like it. It's my all-time favorite concealer. And then the blush that I fell in love with was in the shade Desert Rose. Oh, it's so pretty. There was so many people at the MAC counter that day. It was a Saturday. So, and I had no time to really shop around because I needed to get ready for a wedding that we were going to that evening. So I really didn't have a whole lot of time to shop around. So I just kind of got my concealer and asked for the blush, and that was really about it. But this is the concealer, I mean the blush. Doesn't it look almost like the e.l.f. one, now that I'm looking at it? Let me see. Wanderlust, the one from e.l.f. is definitely darker. This one's the e.l.f. and this one's the MAC one, so definitely darker. So they're different, they're not the same at all. So that's Desert Rose right there. It's so pretty. I'm telling you, these are the colors that I just, my eye just kind of, my mind is like, that's it. That's my color right there. So I love this blush so much. It's so pretty. I love MAC blushes in general. Okay, and then moving on to Birchbox. I purchased a few things from the Birchbox shop. I had $40 to spend in the Birchbox shop. If you're not familiar with Birchbox, it's a subscription service that you get every month. It's $10 a month, and then after you've gotten your box that month, you can go online and review the products that were in your box, and you get $5 back. So essentially, you're only paying $5 for your box, which really it's a win-win because you end up saving up these points and using them in their shop. And they have brands from Stila. I believe they have Benefit products. Yes, they have Benefit products because I've purchased them from them. They have Anastasia. I mean, they have everything really. They don't have Urban Decay or Lorac or stuff like that just yet, but they do have a wide variety of really high-end stuff. So they have, you know, high-end, and they have some luxury products as well. So I went ahead and used up my points, because they're points. I used up my points and I picked up a few repurchases. Well, two repurchases and two things that I really wanted to try. The first repurchase is this charcoal scrub from Michael Todd. This is a jojoba charcoal scrub, and I really like this scrub. It's my favorite facial scrub. It's really gentle, it's not super rough, and just the type of product that I like to use on my skin. And I also went ahead and purchased 2 more beauty blenders. I have 2 right now that I'm using, and then one that I have as a backup, so now I have backups for my backups. I love the beauty blender. I don't see myself using anything but the beauty blender, honestly. Okay, I was talking about the beauty blender when my camera just turned off on me, so it might look a little different. My camera died, so I had to charge it for a little bit and then come back to filming. So I was talking about the beauty blender. I purchased a couple more of those. And also from Birchbox, I bought the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I've heard wonderful things about this, so I went ahead and picked it up. I haven't used it yet, but I did pick up the shade medium brown. I used the Brow Wiz in brunette and the brow powder. What is the brow powder? I think it's medium brown or brunette, whichever that is. So I went ahead and bought that. As you can see, I haven't used it yet. I've heard wonderful things, and I can't wait to use it. I was going to use it today, but I was kind of in a hurry, and I didn't want to try it and then end up having to redo my makeup or something because they look awful. Because I know it takes some practice to use the dip brow, because it's, you know, kind of like a gel type of pomade, so it's a little bit harder to work with at first, so I may need some practice. And then also I picked up from the Birchbox shop some chlorine dry shampoo. I picked up the 3-pack set because this was more ounces for less money than the full-size one. So the full size was less ounces and more money than this cost. This was $18 and I get 3.18 ounces, whereas the full size was like $21, I believe, and less ounces than this altogether. So I thought this was a better deal for sure. And then I like that they're travel size, so I can throw it in my purse if I need to use it throughout the day. So, which really with this dry shampoo you don't. This is the only dry shampoo that I've used that I can actually say that I really, really love, and I could probably use as a holy grail dry shampoo because it is amazing. It's so good. I highly recommend it. It's a little pricey for a dry shampoo, but I think it's worth it. Moving on to, let's see, the things I picked up at Target. I picked up the new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I've heard a lot of good things. This came out around the time that the new Maybelline foundation came out, the Matte and Poreless, and I do have a review for that, and I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in that. And I really like it. Spoiler alert in case you haven't watched it. I really liked it. This foundation I've used it 3 times. I'm wearing it today. So far I can't really give you my final thoughts on it. I feel like I have to wear it a couple more times to really kind of find out what my feelings are about it. I've worn it when it was raining. I've worn it in super hot, dry weather. Trust me, I'm in Texas. We have that kind of weather here. It was hot one day. It was really cloudy and cold the next day. And today it's kind of an in-between. So we'll see. I kind of am glad I have the crazy weather to really test this foundation out. So I'll probably have a review up on this within the next few days. I don't know when this video will go up. I don't know if it'll go up anytime soon, but in case I already have the review of this up, I will link it below in case it's already up, because like I said, I'm filming, this is my 3rd video that I'm filming today, so, and I plan on filming a few more throughout the week, so we'll see about that. I got the color Shell Beige, which is the 2nd color. It seems to match me pretty good, but we'll see. Like I said, I'll do a full review on it. And then the next thing I picked up was a repurchase. This is just the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. This is my holy grail mascara, and I always have to pick one up when I go to the store because I always have to have a backup because I hate not having it. So yeah. And then another repurchase are the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths. I really like these. When I first tried them, they gave me kind of like a rash, and I was really freaking out. It wasn't like a noticeable red rash, but you could feel it, you know. You would touch my skin and it felt kind of rough and bumpy, and it was worse down towards the bottom of my face. I'm not sure why, but it started as soon as I started using those. I stopped using them for about a week or so, and then I started using them again and didn't have a reaction again. So I don't know if it was the wipes. I don't know if it was my skin just getting used to them, because I had always just used the Neutrogena wipes, but these are half the cost and they work just as good. So if you want to try something different that works just like the Neutrogena ones, I highly recommend those. Those are really good. Just be careful if you have sensitive skin though, because that rash kind of scared me, but it went away, so I haven't had it anymore. Okay, moving on to Ulta purchase. I picked up a few things. Some were repurchases, like a moisturizer and a foundation and stuff like that, so I didn't include those in here. But a few other things are new to me. Oh, I accidentally brought this one in here. It's a concealer, the Maybelline concealer. This is a repurchase. It's always been a repurchase. Really like that. As well as a Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This has always been a repurchase as well. I really like this for blemishes. It's also really good for under eye concealing, as an under eye concealer. I really like it for that too, but I mainly use it for blemishes and discoloration and stuff like that. And a new thing that I picked up is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. This is in the shade Light. This is the dark, yeah, this is in the shade Light. They have like a fair, light, medium, dark, I believe. And actually had it in stock. I was pretty surprised because Ulta never has anything in stock. And it's an orange pigment that has coconut oil and china clay. This is going to help correct and kind of conceal the darkness of your under eye circles. So I have the Benefit Erase Paste, and I really like it, except it's really thick, and because it's so thick it creases a lot. So that's a problem that I have, because I always use it. I need to use it, because if I don't, you could really kind of see the darkness. The shadow is still kind of there. So that's a problem that I have with that one, is it creases. It makes my concealer crease, and I hate that. So this one is not as thick. I have used it a couple times. It's not as thick. It's a little bit more creamy, but we'll see. I still haven't really made up my mind on it. I don't know if this one or the Benefit one is better, but so far it seems to be doing a good job at correcting the darkness. As far as the creasing goes, we'll see. And I also picked up a Benefit Hello Flawless powder. I was needing a new setting powder for my face, duh. And I usually use the Balm's translucent powder, and I really love that powder, but I'm running low, and I normally buy that when it's on Haute Look because it's like 50% off. And then I also usually use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. So I wanted to go ahead and try something different. I've heard and read that the Hello Flawless powder is one of the best powders to use, and so far I'm really liking it. That's what it looks like. I got the shade Never Settle Petal, and it seems to be a really good match, and it comes with a little brush and I'll show you. It comes with a sponge and a brush. So that's the brush, and as you can see I haven't used them, and that's the sponge. So I like it, and the packaging is super cute. It also has a little mirror, so it's really cute. I love the packaging. So far I'm really liking it. So we'll see. It is a pricey powder, but I think it's pretty worth it. And then I also picked up this Formula 10.0.6 Down to the Pore Blackhead Vanishing Pore Strips. Oh, good gosh, these names are so long. These are just blackhead removers, you know, kind of essential. So I went ahead and bought those. I haven't tried that brand, so we'll see. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I bought the Tarte Airbrush foundation, but I didn't buy the brush to go with it. So I went ahead and picked up the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I saw that my friend Chelsea from Tiger Love Beauty uses this foundation, and I'm pretty sure she uses this brush with it. Is that what you use, Chelsea? I'm pretty sure that's what you use, right? But I'm going to try it with that. If you guys have this foundation and don't have the brush to go with it, let me know what brush you use, because I don't think I do have the Sigma F80 brush, so I'm going to probably try it with both, but I have a feeling this one will work pretty good. Oh, coming down to the end here, people, finally. These last two things I picked up were from Maybelline. They're I think the Burst, what is the... I don't know what the line of these are. It's like the Bloom Spring collection or whatever. It's like All Flowers or something. So I picked up two colors. I picked up 705 Blushing Bud and 730 Orchid Ecstasy. This is Blushing Bud. It's a really pretty pinky nude color, and I really like it. I haven't worn it yet, but it looks really pretty. And then Orchid Ecstasy. Oh, it's like, oh, beautiful. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. So I can't wait to use these. I'm thinking I'm going to do a look with Orchid Ecstasy here pretty soon, because it is just calling my name. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be kind of long. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see any reviews of any of these products, definitely let me know, and I can work on those for you guys. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.